Yeah, just another great day of enjoying my favorite DCTV shows on the CW. I have two great shows on right now, Superman and Lois and Gotham Knights. Nothing bad will ever happen to either one of these shows. They're going to be here forever, right? Wait. What? Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Tazz here, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of the DC Dose, the show where I give you guys the latest DC news and information here for you guys on the channel. Now, today is a big one. The CW finally made their decisions on the two remaining DC TV shows that are still airing over on the CW, that of course being Superman and Lois and Gotham Knights. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase, no messing around here. Superman and Lois was renewed for a fourth season, but it is going to be a shortened fourth season, which means it is going to have 10 episodes, as well as it is unfortunately going to get a slight bit of a budget cut as well, meaning that we will not be seeing quite as many series regulars as we have been in the past. So it is going to be renewed. It is returning to the CW for its fourth season, just with a slightly lower episode count, that being 10, as well as a cutback on the cast, unfortunately, but that will not affect any of the main season leads. And then moving over to Gotham Knights. This is the big one, the big unfortunate news. Gotham Knights will not be returning. It has been canceled after its first season. We have 2 more episodes left on this first season here, but unfortunately it sounds like that is all we're going to get. I've loved Gotham Knights. If you guys have been following the channel, you know I love this show. You know I've been a big advocate for talking about how good this show has been, and I've been really enjoying it, watching it week to week and everything like that, and it's just sad to see that, unfortunately, the CW does not want to continue with it. But with that said, as always, these articles will be linked down there in the description if you guys want to go check them out for yourselves. It's all coming directly from Deadline. Literally, these articles just came out within the last hour or so. At the time that I'm filming this, I was literally just on a stream with a few other amazing DCTV content creators on the Party Nation stream. We were just talking about how there was no news on any of these renewals, and here we go. We finally got them. So let's transition here over to the Deadline articles, and just take a look and dive a little bit deeper into what has all gone on with these series being canceled and renewed. So swapping over here, Gotham Knights canceled by the CW after 1 season. Gotta move myself up there. Gotham Knights canceled by the CW after 1 season. This is heartbreaking, honestly. I've been a big fan of the show for a while. I know it was kind of like the little engine that could. It didn't have a lot of traction when it was first announced, when it first came out even. People were very skeptical. But I think taking a closer look at it, watching it week to week, I've been really, really enjoying it. It's been a whole lot of fun. It's been a whole lot of fun covering it. It's been a whole lot of fun watching it. The cast and crew are incredible. They're so passionate about the show. They're so passionate about each episode. And it's just sad to see it go here, unfortunately. And just taking a closer look at the article, Gotham Knights has been a respectable ratings performer, and under circumstances could have made it to a second season, but with the business model of the CW changing under its new ownership, only a handful of highly rated by the CW standards existing scripted series could make the cut. So that's kind of their justification as to why it's not continuing. We do also have a quote here. "We love all these shows, and they all do very well for us in different ways," the CW Entertainment president Brad Schwartz said last month about Superman and Lois, All-American Homecoming, and Gotham Knights. Doesn't seem like you love Gotham Knights, unfortunately. I loved the show. I know there's a big, passionate fan base that did love the show. And it's sad to see that it's just not going to be continuing, at least on the CW. I know there's always that possibility that it could possibly get picked up by another network, another streaming service. I know it does well over on HBO Max, so I guess there's always the possibility there. I've even seen people already starting to post the, hashtag Save Gotham Knights after the hashtag Renew Gotham Knights. So, it's very sad to see. It's very unfortunate. I don't want to linger too long on this, but overall, just very upsetting that the show will not be continuing, especially with how strong it's been in the last few episodes. But I'm just excited for the penultimate episode and the finale once it returns after these next couple week breaks. And now, swapping over to Superman and Lois, a little bit of a brighter note here. Superman and Lois renewed for a 10-episode season 4 at the CW. So that is great to hear that it will actually be getting another season. It's going to be getting a season 4, but this 4th season will unfortunately be shorter than the last few seasons. We started out with 15 episode seasons in seasons 1 and 2. This most recent season, season 3, is a 13 episode season. We are now at 2 episodes left as far as season 3 goes as well. We've heard that it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. Rumor has it could possibly be Doomsday related, possibly Death of Superman is something that they're going to be doing here, and that's why there's this big cliffhanger. So it definitely makes sense as to why the CW would want to renew it for a 4th season. But it does come with a slight bit of a caveat here. Not only is it only going to be 10 episodes, but to make the dual deals possible, there will be budget cuts that include reducing the number of series regular cast members. Superman and Lois has 12 series regulars. Deadline hears the leads are not expected to be affected, but supporting cast members will likely be. Speeding up the decision is the fact that cast options are set to expire this week. So that's very interesting as well. It sounds like Superman, Lois, the boys, and most likely Lex as well, since he's supposed to be a big element of this next season of season 4. It seems like they will not be affected. But then you get into kind of like your recurring cast members, your side cast members, John Henry Irons, Natalie Irons, the Cushings. It seems like those are the characters that are going to be really affected by this. Unfortunately, they're not going to be series regulars anymore. It doesn't seem like it. That's what this quote is making me think. They could possibly be sort of knocked down to recurring cast members, but if that's the way that we get a season 4, I'm willing to make that trade-off. But with that, that's pretty much it for the news here. Superman and Lois renewed for a 4th season, and Gotham Knights, unfortunately, canceled at the CW. My only question here is there was a rumor going around for a while that Superman and Lois was going to be going to Max, while Gotham Knights was going to be staying on the CW because it was one of the most cost-effective shows that the network had ever produced, meaning it didn't cost a lot to make, and it was still kind of, drawing in that viewership that they were looking for. So I wonder what happened to that rumor, to that potential deal. I wonder if maybe the fact that Superman and Lois has been renewed by the CW, that it maybe leaves Gotham Knights open to moving over to Max, but maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. Overall, guys, I think this news really comes at a very interesting spot for DCTV. It's been kind of fizzling out here now that we've got the Flash ending. We've had so many shows ending canceled over the last couple of years, really, and the only remnants of the original Arrowverse are in the form of Superman and Lois, and then now Gotham Knights is kind of like adjacent from all of that just because it is a DC TV show and it was airing on the CW. It's great to see Superman and Lois continuing, but I'm very sad and just somewhat disappointed as well that Gotham Knights unfortunately will not be given the chance for a second season. If I could recommend anything, I would say definitely go give the show a try if you haven't already. I've been loving it this season, and I just can't wait for the final couple of episodes. So with that said, just let me know what you guys' thoughts about all of this down there in the comments below. Are you excited seeing Superman and Lois get renewed for that 4th season? Do you think the fact that it is a shortened season means that it will be the final season? And are you as upset as I am with Gotham Knights being canceled? And do you think it could find a new home on another streaming service or another network? Just let me know your thoughts on all of this down there in the comments below. But until next time, guys, it's been Tazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video.